Good morning. I'm so sorry I can't be with you in person, but let me begin by congratulating everyone who's contributed to getting Foundation ready for its launch today, in particular the NWDA, Groundwork and United Utilities. It is truly a groundbreaking fund, coming at a very important time. Our new Department of Energy and Climate Change is just 6 months old, but already we've undertaken a formidable amount of work. Internationally, we are leading efforts to secure a comprehensive agreement at Copenhagen in December, where we need to make an urgent step change in the global effort to combat climate change. Nationally, we need to make our new Climate Change Act work and to spearhead the drive to a low-carbon economy. I had the great privilege of steering the legislation through its final stages in the Commons. Like Foundation, this is a groundbreaking measure. It's the world's first legally binding set of laws requiring us to cut our greenhouse gas emissions by at least 80% by 2050 against 1990 levels. The Act introduces carbon budgets, which will determine our pathway to 2050. Next Wednesday, Budget Day, the Chancellor will announce the proposed levels for the first 3 carbon budgets, taking us up to 2022. And they will become law by the 1st of June. Those limits will be set on the advice of our Independent Committee on Climate Change. The committee has proposed we set a minimum 34% cut in UK greenhouse gas emissions by 2020, or a 42% cut if a new international agreement is secured. But work is already underway to make sure we deliver. The Heat and Energy Saving Strategy, or HESS, sets out our ambition to cut emissions from existing buildings to near zero by 2050. We want to design new initiatives to encourage the owners of buildings to invest. For example, we're working on a renewable heat incentive to encourage the take-up of renewable heating technologies. We also propose a new finance model that links loans for energy-saving measures to properties, not people, helping to overcome the barriers of high upfront costs and long payback periods. We also want to encourage community-wide solutions. The potential for community energy, district heating and combined heat and power is massive. And we're also consulting on proposals for changes to the Carbon Emissions Reduction Target, CERT, the existing statutory obligation on energy suppliers. Our proposals include a 20% increase in this target, which means a decrease of 30 million tonnes of CO2. And there is a new consultation on a new Community Energy Saving Programme, CESP, a new obligation on energy suppliers and generators to improve energy efficiency standards and permanently reduce fuel bills in the poorest areas of the country. So what should all this mean in practice? We're committed to helping all households install cost-effective energy efficiency measures such as loft insulation and cavity wall insulation where practical and wanted by 2015. By the same date, we want 400,000 households a year to receive whole house energy makeovers. We want 7 million homes to benefit by 2020, on the way to all homes having access to whole house improvements by 2030. These very demanding objectives can only be met through action at every level: public and private sector, voluntary organisations, individual citizens, you and me. Which is why Foundation will be so important. And it is significant that the North West is the home for this innovative new fund. Your region is second only to the South East in energy consumption and is responsible for 11% of national CO2 emissions. It is also a sad fact that the North West is estimated to have a higher than average proportion of households in fuel poverty. So there is a clear imperative for action. That is why it is so heartening to see some of these projects already in action and making a difference. Like Hume's Carbon Co-op, demonstrating that simple ideas to reduce carbon emissions can also save money and bring communities together. Foundation has impressive aims: carbon savings, but also improved local skills, new job opportunities, and more empowered communities. I also welcome your wish to tackle difficult things head-on, putting funding into ideas such as solar water heating for vulnerable households, measures that have proved impossible or been ruled out in the past. So I wish Foundation every success. Its launch is testament to your recognition that we need a fundamental shift in the way we use and save energy in our homes and communities. Your leadership, your commitment, and your aspirations will help to achieve the vital transformation to a low-carbon economy on which this country's future depends. Thank you.